Knievel. Viva, viva, viva Knievel. One fine day, at Knievel town, a king of the road.
Viva Knievel.
Viva Knievel. Evil Knievel. And there's enough of my bad singing again. But what is happening, everybody? I'm here with a movie haul for you guys, and you guys might be able to see it back here. Yep, you can see it. And this is a Amazon haul, and eBay haul, and a small Dollar Tree haul. So you should be excited. Dollar Tree, they're pretty much dried up right now, and I've ended up finding a few at a nearby town. I found another Dollar Tree, and they had a few things, but it was just DVD. So a little bit of movie magic here. We'll get started with a eBay haul here, and this is, before we get started, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. If you guys enjoy this channel, make sure you subscribe. Oh, and by the way, we're still on my march to 50 subscribers. When I hit 50 subscribers, I will give away the Chernobyl steelbook set, sealed steelbook, and it's a really nice DVD, and I encourage you guys to subscribe if you want to be entered for a chance to win. Smash that subscribe button, like button, and all the other fun things. But what we're going to start out with this is an eBay find. And how did I edit that out? This is Viva Knievel. And no, it's not one of my favorite movies ever. This is a pretty bad movie, but I wanted a copy of it. This is Evil Knievel. It's got its cast of characters in here, and I about forgot my magnifying glass here, but it's got Gene Kelly, Red Skelton, Lauren Hutton. I can almost tell you without even looking at the box. Lauren Hutton, Evil Knievel, and Leslie Nielsen's in this, and I always forget every single person's in it. It's got a big cast for, but the thing is, you got Gene Kelly. You got this actually basically a Academy Award winning cast, and a few others. Got Leslie Nielsen and stuff. It's just like kind of the it people for the late 70s scene for the most part, and well, not really the it people. It's just like a bunch of almost has-beens doing something for a paycheck, and that's basically what it was. And Evil Knievel phoning it in. I don't know. Evil Knievel, he did an alright job for not being an actor. And I had something better prepared to say, but now I forgot all about it. But yeah, this is not a great movie. It's just a movie to propel Evil Knievel. This is kind of at the height of his career before he beat the crap out of a reporter for I guess telling, it's basically paparazzi kind of people, but he beat the crap out of somebody and went to prison, beat him with an aluminum baseball bat. And if you don't know who Evil Knievel was, he was a motorcycle stunt jumper. He jumped cars and jumped different. He tried to jump the Snake River Canyon with a rocket. Called it a rocket cycle. It was just a rocket plane almost, and parachute came out right when he launched, and it fell right in the middle. He got hurt. He basically got well known for getting hurt more than anything. He crashed more than anything in the world, but a lot of times that's what people are looking for. It's not necessarily what I like, but I like stunts, and they inspired a lot of people in the future to do so. Johnny Knoxville and people like that. Edit that out. Whew. But Viva Knievel, everybody. Had to have it. It's actually, you can find it on Riff Tracks. Riff Tracks has a copy of it. That's the first place I've seen it, and they pretty much rip it to shreds. It deserved it, though. Okay, let's see what else we got here. This is a Amazon. Had this for a couple days now. And this is a movie that I talked about on our live stream, and I was kind of adamant about not necessarily going to, I didn't know if I was going to buy it or not. But this is Cool as Ice, Vanilla Ice. It's a Kino Lorber. And I thought about it, this is another Riff Tracks where they tear it apart, and, you know, rightfully so. But it's like I've talked about it before, but I talked about another movie from the 90s before. This is basically like another movie from the 90s that were like, if the 90s could vomit up the 90s, then this is what it would produce. A movie. I mean, this is everything about the 90s is in this movie. The clothes, the acting, the, you know, hipster attitude, the kind of wannabe hipster attitudes and stuff like that. Or the, you know, the kind of cultural appropriation times, to be blunt. But a Kino Lorber picture, Cool as Ice. There you go. Very fun. Very neat. Vanilla Ice. The next one is another Kino Lorber. This is a Kino Classics. This is just a this is something I kind of picked up. I like getting these things. These are kind of like educational films. Sometimes these companies put stuff out like this, like Vinegar Syndrome, and they'll put out these videos. And this is called Wages of Sin. It's got Wages of Sin and the Misery Fortune of Women. The Misery and Fortune of Women. I don't make sense, does it? Okay, but it's these are just like exploitation movies. I didn't tell you much about the Viva Knievel. I kind of rambled on about that. I apologize, but this is Kino Lorber, Kino Classics. It's a it looks like it is 77 minutes long. It's from Switzerland. It looks like black and white, 58 minutes, 1920 by 1080, 133 to 1. It's full screen, but it was, yeah. Weary of repackaging the creaky melodramas of the 1930s and 40s, exploitation distributors in the 1960s began importing European films which were more frank in their depictions of sexual matters. Any integrity the original films may have possessed was obliterated by sensational titles and campaigns employed to make them to the American grindhouse. So these are just exploitation, you know, or made into exploitations, and they're basically educational films, you know, warning people of sexual contact, you know, different, you know, sexual diseases and stuff like that, and that's essentially what they were. Fun stuff. Kino Lorber. Backside, if I didn't show you there you go. There's some backside action for you, and there's some side cover action, right side up. There you go. Let's see what we got next here. Oh yeah, this is Amazon, another Amazon. I like finding. I never did own this in any other. I haven't seen this yet. Actually, I have not seen this, and it just intrigued me for a while. I've kind of wanted to see it. This is La La Land. This is 255 to 1 aspect ratio. I believe that's what it says. 255 to 1. 108 minutes. Winner of 6 Academy Awards, including Best Director for writer and director Damien Chazelle, and winner of record-breaking 7 Golden Globes. La La Land, blah 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 blah. Everybody knows about it. It's got Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling in it. I really like Damien Chazelle for the most part. That's why I never have seen this movie, but I really liked his docudrama about Neil Armstrong, First Man, and I really enjoyed that, and I really liked what he did with First Man. I almost need to review that because nobody really does that, but First Man's a really good movie. I just liked how he did it, so I'm very interested in seeing this movie, and very interested in It's a completely different movie. I guess it's kind of like a musical song and dance, and it just seemed something of interest to me. So there's La La Land, everybody. La la. La 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 land. There's La La Land. Not normal, something I normally get, but I just wanted it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This was very exciting. I did. No, came from Shout Factory directly. I ordered this directly from them. They were sold out everywhere, so I went ahead and got it from them. This is King Kong. This is from 1978, I do believe. This is the collector's edition with slip. This is collector edition with slip. And like I said, this is a Shout release. It's just a regular old Shout. And it's a I was going to make sure that was 78. This is 235:1 aspect ratio and 134 minutes. And I was incorrect. This is 1976. I apologize about that. But this does have Jeff Bridges in it. It's Jeff Bridges, and I always forget all the Charles Grodin. I think Charles Grodin just recently passed away, didn't he? I hate to hear that. Charles Grodin and Jessica Lange. That's who it was. I haven't watched this in a while. This is an alright movie. It almost has the feel of some of the... I don't know. Have you guys ever seen Earthquake? It kind of has that feel of Earthquake a little bit. You know, it's just that era of filmmaking. I can't really explain it. It's a fun... I like King Kong. I don't know which... I don't really have a preferred... if I like King Kong or anything like that. You know who I'm talking about. Said something else in another video about King Kong and Godzilla. I don't really care. They're both fun. I like both of them. They both have good movies and both have bad movies. So King Kong 1976. I'm very interested. I'll show you the inner slip. The inner slip is exactly the same as the outer. It might have a reversible, but I don't have it opened at this time, so that should be fun. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Try to get a hold of it. The last version I had was I should have pulled out not my Blu-ray, but my DVD. I should have put out my DVD and showed you guys, but that's the only other version I have. Now this is from Best Buy. My bad. I do have a Best Buy here. I might have a couple of Best Buys. I can't remember. But this would be Jim Henson's Dark Crystal. This is the Dark Crystal Steelbook. There you go. Right side up. Show you this back again. I might have flipped it around on you too quick. But what we got going on here? 239:1 oddball. Some of these oddball aspect ratios. Dolby Atmos, Dolby True HD, 93 minutes long. This is a fun movie. I'm trying to see who did some of the voices in here. I can't remember. Probably by the Jim Henson Company, though. I don't know if there are any big stars did any voices in here. But Jim Henson, Frank Oz, Jim Henson and Gary Kurt produced it. Directed by Jim Henson. Jim Henson Company. It's a great movie. I'm glad I picked it up on 4K and glad I picked it up on I have the set here someplace. I don't exactly know where it is right offhand. I would pull it out and show you guys if I could get a hold of it real quick, but I don't. It's in this area somewhere, but I have like the Dark Crystal set on Blu-ray somewhere else. Going back to Amazon here, goes out to Mike. Mike's Blu-ray. He's one of the people that are on the live stream with us. He is a friend of mine, and he picked these up. And I grabbed the wrong one first, but I'll go ahead and grab both of them out of here. But he did a video of these, and when he did a video about these cartoons, and I was like, man, I need to pick those up, because I remember when they came out last year, I believe, and I was like, I don't know why I didn't pick them up, but I did this time around. This is Tex Avery Collection, Volume 1. Screwball Classics, Volume 1. Tex Avery is just a iconic cartoonist. And there's Tex Avery Volume 2. But as far as information about these, it's obviously going to be full screen. There were several masters of animation during Hollywood's golden era. Of the top two geniuses, one created elaborate fairy tales and ornate feature-length fantasies, and other guy was Tex Avery. He just wanted to make you laugh. He did such things like Little Red Riding Hoods on here. There's a bunch of shorts here. Red Hot Riding Hood, Who Killed Who, What's Buzzing Buzzard, Batty Baseball, The Hick Chick, Bad Luck Blackie, Garden Gopher, The Peachy Cobbler, The Symphony and Slang, Screwball Squirrel, The Screwy Truant, Big Hill Watha, Lonesome Lenny, Hound Hunters, Red Hot Rangers, Dumb Hounded, Rags to Riches, The Chump Champ, Daredevil Droopy. Looks like some fun. I won't spare you guys reading all the cartoons on the second one. If you guys want to know more about it, just hit me up in the comment section, and I'll either make a video for you and thoroughly review these. I haven't watched them all yet, even though as a kid I'm sure I've seen all these cartoons about 1,000,000 times. So let's see here. I'm gonna do one more. I know I kind of mix them all up here, and I'm saving kind of the best for last. I know you guys want to see the Dollar Tree stuff I got, but this came out this week. This is really awesome. This is Animal House on 4K. This is the 4K steelbook of Animal House. Hilarious movie, obviously. It's National Lampoon's Animal House. I apologize, but let's see here if we can make out anything. This is kind of really bad writing for me to see. 1973. I'm not seeing any of the information on it. It's probably here. I apologize, everybody. It's on the very bottom, but it's almost like smeared. It's not smeared, but it's really small print. It's 185:1 aspect ratio. And I know, I bet you guys love watching me have to see stuff like this, but I'm kind of blind. I apologize about that, but we got a couple more here before we get into the Dollar Tree haul. And I just got these. I didn't pick them up today. I just received these in the mail today from Amazon. The first one is Richard Jewell. Richard Jewell was the man accused of the bombing. I can't remember if he actually was the one that did the bombing at the Olympic Games in Atlanta. Directed by Clint Eastwood and based on true events, Richard Jewell tells the story of a security guard who discovers a bomb at the 1996 Atlanta Games and takes swift, heroic action, saving countless lives, but in a turn of events, he becomes FBI's #1 suspect. Vilified by the press and public alike, featuring an all-star ensemble cast including Sam Rockwell, Kathy Bates, John Hamm, Olivia Wilde, Paul Walker, Paul Walter Hauser. This is one of the most intriguing and powerful movies of the year. This is, looks like it is, the aspect ratio is not being shown here for some reason. It's obviously it's widescreen. It's widescreen, I'm sure. But it's I don't see the, oh here it is, 131 minutes, but I didn't never see any of the, I don't see the aspect ratio of it. But yeah, Clint Eastwood, it's going to be probably pretty decent. I'm not saying everything he's done's great, but most of it is. It's pretty good. I'm highly anticipating watching this. I haven't seen it yet. And the last movie here, I bet you guys are like, hurry the heck up. We want to see those Dollar Trees. Hurry up. Get excited. But this was exciting to me. This is Day of the Animal. This may excite another of my friends out there who really enjoy this guy. Of course, I wish this come in a box set, but this is directed by William Girdler, excuse me. He's from here in Kentucky. I always forget his name. William Girdler, and this is just animals attack kind of video. It kind of looks like animals attack with. Let's see here. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the wilderness, director William Girdler and producer Edward Montoro sought to top their surprise blockbuster Grizzly with bigger budget, larger cast, and even more nature-gone berserk carnage. When a toll of Earth's ozone layer triggers bloodthirsty madness throughout the animal kingdom, all mankind, particularly a group of tourists on overnight hike, will become their prey. Christopher George, Linda Day George, Richard Jackal, I think it's Jekyll, and Michael and Sarah, Andrew Stevens, and Leslie Nielsen. Another Leslie Nielsen. I'm a big fan of Nielsen. Just tons and tons of extra features. Did I show you the back? I apologize if I didn't. But look at all those features in the yellow right there. Let's see what we got here. Nightmare USA author Stephen Thrower on the career of distributor Edward L. Montoro. Nature Boy interview with actor Bobby Porter. Against Nature interview with actor Andrew Stevens. Morty Cox Unleashed interview with animal wrangler Morty Cox. And the list goes on and on. A bunch of audio commentaries. Something Was Out There, Days of Animal 30 Years Later, a making of featurette. Awesome. Hope it's Ballyhoo who did that. It'd be really awesome if Ballyhoo did that. Radio spots, TV spots. Day of the Animal, 1976, 98 minutes. Trying to see what aspect ratio is this in. I don't know if this is going to be a full frame. Yep. Nope, 235 to 1. Excellent. 235 to 1 aspect ratio on that. Beautiful Day of the Animals. And that is a Severin film. I did not say it was released by Severin. It's excellent. They do excellent work. Now, I don't know. They may have released this in a set. I might just be stupid. They might have released a whole set of his stuff. But as far as I know, they didn't. It's kind of a shame. Because I would have plunked down a little bit of money for that. Unfortunately, I don't. Right now, I'm not really liking to spend that, and don't like the idea of some of these big expensive box sets. But that one, the big sets with a lot of movies in them, I don't really mind too much. But last but not least, what you guys came here for, the Dollar Tree DVDs. And we're going to start out here. I don't think anything I picked up was necessarily anything new for you guys to see, but this is Lulu Bell, Dorothy Lamour, George Montgomery, Lulu Bell. Just an older movie I pick up. There's your back. Lulu Bell they got a big sticker right over everything too, people. So let's see if we can read anything. Yeah, we got aspect ratio 137 to 1. Mono on the track, 87 minutes long, black and white, from 1948. Gossip always followed Lulu Bell. It looks like fun. I have not seen this one. Anytime it's an old movie, I enjoy it. Next but not least, what did I say? Next but not least, no. Next and just ordinary. This is the League of Ordinary Gentlemen. And I have I didn't even read the back. It just looked intriguing. It's about bowlers. It's about bowling. It has Walter Ray Williams Jr., Pete Weber, Chris Barnes, Wayne Webb. And this is put out by Magnolia. That last one, I apologize. The Lulu Bell was put out. Oh, Lulu Bell is a olive film. It is olive. So that's awesome. It's been seeing a lot of olives in the Dollar Tree. That's pretty cool. But a lot of them are in the form of DVDs and not Blu-rays. I'd rather see the Blu-rays because I got quite a few. I got a few of their Blu-rays, and I'd rather see more of the Blu-rays in there. Hopefully, we'll see that in the future in Dollar Tree waves. Okay, let's see. Bowling, though never a sport of kings, at one point in time occupied a perfectly respectable place in the pantheon of American sports. Then something happened and America ceased to embrace PBA's image of bowling. In 2003, former Microsoft executives scooped up the entire apparatus of professional bowling to save it from a brink of extinction. The film focuses on Steve Miller, a former top Nike executive, and 4 professional bowlers at the very different places in their careers and their sometimes funny, sometimes sad adventures on tour as professional athletes. This is from 2005. 170:1 widescreen. Wow. Magnolia Pictures. It just sounds very interesting. There's the back again. Flash you the back. I hadn't seen anybody get that one. I'm sure somebody has, but it may not have made it interesting from some people, but it is interesting to me. The next one is Bubble. This is a Steven Soderbergh film. It says another Steven Soderbergh experience. Bubble. This was released by another Magnolia picture. This one is from 2006, 73 minutes, 235:1 widescreen. In this unique cinematic experiment, acclaimed director Steven Soderbergh brings this tragic story to life with a startling realism. A bizarre love triangle is born at a doll factory in a small Midwestern town. Lonely and isolated, longtime employees Martha and Kyle have become friends by default in spite of their drastic age difference. Their dynamic is upset by arrival of a new worker, young, attractive single mother Rose. As Martha grows increasingly worried about Rose's dubious character, she discovers Kyle and Rose developing a relationship of their own. You can kind of see on the back. Sounds very interesting. Definitely going to watch that. Prefer to have it on Blu-ray, but it may not exist on Blu-ray. And this is definitely one somebody else had gotten. I don't know if Zombie Collector had gotten this. I think Zombie Collector got this. This is We Could Be King. This is a documentary. It was probably one of the... I don't know if this was a 30 for 30 documentary, but it was on ESPN. Facing drastic budget cuts, the Philadelphia School District and the unthinkable. It shuttered Germantown High School and sent its students to arch rival Martin Luther King, leaving the first-time head coach and new principal to unite better adversaries. An intimate and unflinching snapshot of urban America's education crisis. We Could Be King is a celebration of power of sports to bring young people, neighborhoods, and cities together. Let's see here. This is 80 minutes long. This says 16 by 9 on this, and this was put out by Cinedon. This looks very interesting. I can't wait to watch this either. I have not seen this before. We Could Be King. Well, everybody, that is the wrap. That will wrap it up on the haul for the day. That is what I've received basically in the past week and a half. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Out of here. And I am out of here.